It's a Manchu. Welcome back to Minecraft Bedrock vs. Java, where I play through both versions of the game and compare the two. I am back in the Java world now. If you saw my last video, you know that, well, something happened, and we won't talk about that right now. And it might be a little surprising to see me in the Java world now. You'd think I'd be dedicating most of my time to the Bedrock world and getting up to speed with that. But there's a couple things I want to do here in the Java world first. First of all, you can see that I have full netherite gear now. I still have 2 ingots to spare after upgrading all of my stuff. But one of the things I wanted to take care of was, in Bedrock Edition, if I equip an item in my hand, a tool, and it's enchanted, it will show me what the enchantments on it are. It'll flash up there on screen. But in Java Edition, that doesn't happen. It just shows you what the item is and not what enchantments are on it, which is kind of a disadvantage. Although there is one cool thing in Java Edition, and that's tooltips. I usually have this on, like, by default. Let's see, how do I turn it off? I always have it on. I think it's F3 and H. Yes, Advanced Tooltips hidden. So it shows me some basic information about the items when I don't have tooltips on. When I do have those on, turn it back on, and now I can see some more information about it, like durability, which is pretty cool. And I can't see the durability in numbers of an item in Bedrock Edition. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is I have netherite pickaxe and netherite pickaxe. Which one is silk touched and which one is fortune? The only way to tell is to go into my inventory and look at it, which is kind of annoying. And it's why I want to actually name my tools, or at least name the picks, so I can tell them apart really easily. So I'm going to go down here to the anvil and name them. I want to give them a nice catchy name so I could tell which one is which as soon as I equip it. Let's see now. The fortune pick, I think I'll rename that to the new goat, because fortune is king now in 1.17. It's really useful, and I think that's an appropriate name. And the silk touch pick I will name in honor of my great-grandfather, Silky McSilkface, the silk touch pick. How can I say? My great-granddad was Norwegian. So now when I equip these items, I can tell what they are. That's the fortune. That's the silk touch. I don't have any special inclination to name the rest of them, but if I ever get like a sword that's a Bane of Arthropods sword, or I get a Smite sword, and I probably will at some point get one or both of those, then I'll probably want to name the sword so I can differentiate them. One other thing I probably should show off here, because I've never actually tried this, but I know you can do it. I can take a trapdoor and like stand next to it, and then push myself down into a 1 block wide space. That's how you do it in Java Edition. And this should work well here in chunks that I've already rendered. Oops, that's the wrong pick. I want the silk touch one. This should work well in chunks that are already rendered from the 1.16 version, because I'm not going to have any Grimstone here. I think I've concluded that branch mining is a safer way to go, because I'm not going to run into any hostile mobs, as opposed to mining by exploring caves. Cave mining, however, has always been a more efficient way to get various ores. It's always been that way. And now, in the new 1.17 update, because there's Grimstone and mining's much slower, it just makes branch mining that much worse a method. It's just pretty much obsolete now. It definitely would be completely obsolete as a technique once the 1.1 update comes out. Where for now it's just mostly obsolete. And I'm out again. Okay. That was a fun little exercise, but not really what I wanted to do today. doing more branch mining wasn't really my primary objective today. What I really want to do today is go to the Nether and find a fortress, which is kind of the reason I'm wearing a golden helmet. I figured that if I'm going to be exploring some new things having to do with the 1.17 update in the Bedrock Edition world, I'd like to look at some of those things in Java Edition as well. To do that, I'd like to have an Endercchest, because I'm going to have to explore pretty far from my home base to actually find new chunks that weren't created during 1.16. So I'm going to go to a fortress so that I can get an Endercchest, among other things. Okay, I think I have everything I need for this trip now. I'm taking Silky McSilkface, the Silk Touch pick, with me instead of the Fortune pick, because I think in the Nether, Silk Touch is still more useful than Fortune. Alright, so I got this fishing rod. Let's add a warp fungus to it. Make warp fungus on a stick. And grab a saddle. I probably should have a potion of fire resistance in my hotbar just in case things go horribly wrong. Alright. I really have no idea which way to go to find a fortress. But really I just need to get down to the lava level without jumping down there. One reason I feel safe in doing this, to go look for a nether fortress, for the purpose of getting blaze rods and getting nether wart, that's usually what you go to the fortress for. There's not really a significant difference between Bedrock Edition and Java Edition. As far as where a fortress generates in the nether, there's no significant difference in how it's generated. A lot of people believe, and it is just a myth, that nether fortresses only generate in certain biomes in the nether. That's not true. You'll find them in any biome, but they do have more mobs spawning in the fortress in certain biomes. I think it's in Warp Forest or Soul Sand Valley. If there's a fortress in those locations, you're likely to have more mobs spawning in the fortress because there's less mobs taking up the mob cap in the biome surrounding it. That Strider there, that's the guy I'm trying to get to, but I need to get down to level to reach him. Once I can do that, I should be able to travel long distances through the nether to find my goal. If I could just get that guy's attention. They're a little too far away. And unlike in Bedrock Edition, I can't easily bridge by just placing blocks in front of me. So, how do I get closer to that guy? Oh, I'm not liking the sound of gas right now. Found him! Oh dear. That gassed. That freaking gassed. This is problematic. Where the heck did it go? There he is. I gotta find a different way. This isn't working. Why can't I find a Strider? Man, this is frustrating. There they are. There's some striders. Hey guys, come here. Yeah, he's close enough to get to me. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I finally found one of these guys and got close enough. Put a saddle on him. And now, get on board. Oh, that was so difficult. Why was that so hard to get close to these guys? This is the only way to travel on the Nether. Riding on the back of one of these suckers. And I'll go whether I point. As long as I have this warp fungus on a stick. Yeah, these guys are like horses of the Nether. Except unlike real horses, I actually like these guys. They're darn useful. That's weird. It must be one of those parity differences between Bedrock and Java Edition. In Bedrock Edition, if I use one of these warp fungus on a stick on the Strider while I'm riding it, it really picks up speed. Like, it accelerates like crazy. It doesn't really do that here. Alright, we're looking for a fortress. I actually haven't found a bastion in the Java Edition world either, so if I find one of those, that'd be cool. That looks like a fortress, yep. There it is. That wasn't that hard to find at all. I just gotta find a place to get to it. I think that looks like a spot where there's a spawner right above it. Just gotta find a place to get onto land and disembark. Alright, come on up here, guy. Alright, we're gonna do dismounting now, thank you. Alright, hopefully I'm done with that guy now. I won't need him back. The return trip is going to be a different route. Okay. I'm going to break a cardinal rule and dig straight up. Here's a skeleton too. I don't know if it's... Looks like I've entered another fortress. Make myself a little safe area here. There we go. Okay. This looks promising. Like a dead end. The reason I'm placing these here is wither skeletons, which spawn prolifically in nether fortresses, are too tall to pass under that 2-block high barrier. That's not all that useful. Let's put a torch next to that chest so I know I've looted it. Oh, that's too high. There you go. Hey, there's some wither skeletons. And a blaze that's shooting at me. Haha, I blocked you. You give me a blaze? Or is my inventory too full to pick any up? Yes, my inventory is still too full to pick any up. Alright, let's dispose of some stuff that I don't need. And now I have blaze rods. Alright, now we're in business. Okay. Let's make those blaze rods into blaze powder. The ender pearls into eyes of ender. And then with that, I can make myself a couple of Enderchests. Nice. Oh, this is a big step for me. Now I have much better storage. Now I can pick this up with Silk Touch and take it with me, and I will have that stuff. Nether wart. Wow, it's just sitting in a chest. Well, that makes my day. Oh, they're chasing me. They're chasing me. Haha, now you can't get to me. Haha. Oh, these ziglins. Oh. Shoot! I tried my damnedest not to hit the ziglins in the process. But they just want to get in the way. Oh my god, these ziglins! Because you're in the way. You have to go. Did they not care? I shot one of their buddies. Did they not care? How did they not care about that? Now they heard that. Okay. I was wondering about that. Oh, shoot. Oh, they did come at me. They're coming from all over. Man, I just don't know what to do about these blazes. The spawner is too much out in the open. I'd like to make a blaze farm at some point, but it's really going to be hard to make use of this because it's sitting out in the open like this. Alright, let's make use of this fire resistance potion for the moment. I'll make the most of it if I can. Because now I'll be impervious to their shots. There's a lot of mobs around here. Let me make myself scarce. And more over here. But you know what? I have 54 blaze rods. And more than a stack of nether wart, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. I think I'm good to go. I think it's time I made like a tree and got out of here. And the way I'm going to get out of here is by going up. Oh, I just realized I probably could have used scaffolding. Oh well. I made ladders. Alright, let's turn on coordinates. I need to get to Y115. That's a ways up. Alright, I just, from here, take my way back to where my hub is. There's my base right down there. Okay, that happened. Thank goodness for feather falling, and thank goodness I was close to my home base. Well, I'm back after a fashion. And there's a hole I fell through. Alright. That tunnel was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be to dig because there was so much blackstone and basalt on the way. But I managed to survive. I think that's enough for now. I have multiple Enderchests. I'm leaving one here, because why not? I'll probably leave one back at my home base as well. And now with Enderchests, I have that extra storage, and I'll feel better about traveling long distances to look for stuff in the new 1.17 update. And I can do that alongside what I'm doing in the Bedrock Edition world. So this particular video was focused pretty much entirely in the Java world. That's the last time that's going to happen for a while, and I may not do very much in the Java world for some time until I can catch up in the Bedrock world to where I was. Sometimes things happen, and you have to just kind of roll with the punches and see where it takes us. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. You must have liked what you saw, so click on the like button. And if you want to keep seeing more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And for the next time, and for a while, I may be focused more in the Bedrock world and exploring the 1.17 update stuff on Amon Chooses Minecraft, Java vs. Bedrock.